this is Veromnium signing on for today's episode of Seopolis Submerged 2, a pack where we are trapped in the middle of the ocean with nowhere to go. The air and the water are toxic, and we must learn how to survive. This bubble is where we will start from nothing and grow to being able to explore the bottom of the ocean without any trouble. But for now, we are trapped in our glass cage with nowhere to go. This is Seopolis Submerged 2. Hope you enjoy. Once I get more bronze running through, it'll be good to have. But for now, it's got not a lot of purpose to have up. Because I can use the bronze to make more solidifiers and tanks and the multi-block regulator once I have more to go on. Because the more of those I have in it, the faster it actually is. And a fairy spawned in again. Where are you? It is a fairy. Doesn't drop anything when it dies, though. Okay. Should now have, because that should be done. Yes, 27 purified gravel. Now, 27 times 2. 40, 54. Okay. $54 leaves. We are going to melt 54 leaves. There is not a lot of space in here, so I can only melt them 4 at a time. That doesn't make any sense. I guess it does make sense, because there's only 4 blocks here. So I need more black bricks. Okay. I'm going to do this the other way around, where it's pulling out, but maybe we should just have it start taking care of these leaves. It can only hold 4 buckets. So let me put this in the solidifier and turn it on so it'll start making the bright stuff. That way it stays full. That should work. Okay, we'll let that work. In the meantime, we need to make a whittling knife. Should be able to make in here. Totem whittling knife. We will also eventually need this totemic staff, so we're going to make it now before I use its ingredients. That's over here. We need to make a totem base. Right-click on a log with the totem whittling knife when in base mode to create a totem base. Okay, we also need a log sheet. Left-clicking on logs with the knife will create log sheets. Cool. I don't know if it works on the blue ones, so we will find out. Blue, left-click. Log sheets, it does. Nice. Log sheets. A soaking table is a waterlogged drying table. It turns log sheets into soaked paper. Soaked paper then goes into a drying table, and it turns into paper. So I need a second drying table. I need to waterlog one of them. Okay, I can make a wood to copper chest upgrade, but that's not really what I'm looking for here. There it is, drying table. I need a bucket of water, which is why I have the mulch. Where did I put the table again? It's in one of these extension rooms. Down here. Yes, I put it right here. Okay. We're going to put the item pipe here and the drying table here. It's It's going to pull from this table and put it in this table. This table is going to have not cobblestone, a blue plank on one side, and we're going to waterlog this. So, mulch, bucket, and waterlogged. This is now a soaking table. Mormons are so excited. Sorry, bad joke. If you don't get it, don't look it up. If you do get it, laugh and move on. So the log sheets will soak into wet paper, and then it'll automatically be exported into the drying table to be turned into paper. That is exactly what we needed. You can also put down the log and right-click, and it's now a totem base. Cool. We now have the staff. It wants us to make a flute and wind chimes. Requires copper. That's okay. Let's read these just to make sure we understand what's going on. Right-click on a totem base for information. Left-click to cancel ceremonies. Basic musical instrument. Placed in the bottom face of blocks. Place these one block apart to passively make a small amount of music. The more the better. So I have played with this mod before. Not on stream, but I have used it before. And the reason that we need to make music is because we will be using the totem stuff to make rituals. Now, the rituals allow us to do many different things. Is this not going because it's out of... No, it's just still making stuff. Okay. And the rituals will allow us to fight a boss, summon specific animals, stuff like that. Oh, I never grabbed a piece of soaked paper, so let's go ahead and do that. So that we can actually complete this questline. That'd be bad. Okay, there's that. So we need a wind chime and we need a flute. Should be able to make both of those. Flute. And wind chimes. We just unlocked a new chapter, apparently. I don't see a new chapter being unlocked, but that's okay. So the flute, Totemic has various instruments that can be used to create music for ceremonies. Each different type of instrument has a limit. If you see white particles during a ceremony from an instrument, it means it will no longer help to fill up the bar. Ceremonies. Ceremonies and magical rituals which can be used to gain effects as well as other things. The Totempedia will give more information about some of the ceremonies that can be performed. Leather. The cow summon ceremony can be used to summon 2 cows, so that is very important. This can catch animals and water mobs. We need to kill some cows for leather. So, let's find out which ceremony summons cows. The cow summon ceremony. Well, yeah. Buffalo dance. What does the war dance do? You gain speed and strength for a few minutes. Well, that's cool. Summoning ceremonies. Song of the Cows. Can be used to summon 2 cows. Hit the wind chimes twice, and it will start the ceremony. Okay. So, we are going to go over here to the bottom of this, and this is going to be our totem area. We are going to put wind chimes right here. Everything is going to be blue because that's just what I have. Totem base. Wolf, squid. We'll go ahead and put the squid. Spider, rabbit, pig, ocelot, horse, salmon, cow, buffalo, blade, cat, and the wolf. Okay. Not doing a ceremony, try playing instruments while sneaking to start one, so. Song of the Cows. And hopefully they spawn here and not in the water. Yay, cows! Leather! And beef! I have real food besides potatoes. That's fantastic. Okay. And I believe that that has a cooldown, so I can't just spam it to get a bunch of cows down there. But, never know. We could. Slap the beef on our little fire here. After 30 seconds, we'll have steak. Okay, that gave us leather. Gives us an animal net. We can go catch a cow. And then we need to use 3 of it to do the drum. That's not too difficult. We can also now make an animal net out of leather. And I believe leather shoes will now be on our list. Yeah. What is the wooden crank like, what would I need the wooden crank for? It's applied energistics. Okay, it's for powering a thingy. We'll get to that when we need to. Let's see. I need the drum, which means I need 2 more pieces of wool. The drum should be an option. There it is. Okay. We have the drum. It will go over there. Grab the stakes. Minecraft stakes. Okay, the drum. The rite of spring ceremony can be used to convert saplings into red cedar saplings. The red cedar saplings requires a lot of vertical space to grow. So we will have to grow that in the cube. Nice. Okay. Which means we will need dirt over there and a sapling. We should go grab, before we worry about anything else, we'd come over here and grab our refined gravel and our paper. There's not spice of life in this, so I don't need to eat a bunch of different types of stuff. But it's nice to have a little bit of better food. The steak is a little better than our baked potato, so there's that. Give me 1 book. Hey, we got a book. That allows us to craft the simple blocks catalog and the other catalog. Well, simple blocks and where's the other one? There it is. And the flares. And actually, I think I will be crafting the flares catalog before I craft the simple blocks. So, in the shop, we'll throw in the flares catalog, and this allows us to get the many different colors of starting materials. That's all it is just these starting materials. But that means that we will have different colored rooms. Because with the starting materials, I can create different colored keys. I think. It might just be different colored trees. Which is also fine. That means I can have a multicolored totem pole. Instead of just having this one dinky little color there of blue. And the whole reason we're blue is because I'm either colorblind or an idiot. So, I thought this was purple. And I would not call this color blue. I would call it purple. But it doesn't really matter what I call it. Minecraft calls it blue. Okay. Drum. I need a piece of dirt. Which I also forgot to grab. And I also need a sapling, which I also forgot to grab. Alright, yeah, I'm just doing great here. I am apparently losing it again. Jump down here. We'll go ahead, and just in case it needs to be a vanilla sapling, we'll use oak. No point in doing the whole ceremony just to find out that it's, needs to be a vanilla sapling, not my blue ones. Okay. Sapling there. Totempedia. We'll do ceremonies, rite of spring. Animals will breed one at a time. Any nearby saplings will transform into red cedar saplings. So we will do 2, just to be safe. And it is drum and flute. Rite of spring. Apparently I can't use the wind chimes because it's passive. Rite of spring. These will turn into red cedar saplings, which is fantastic. And that's the cooldown, which means I could do the cow one again. I believe these give me an effect, but I might need to activate them. Like, I think I remember from this mod. Yeah. When a rite is not active and I'm close to the totem pole, the wolf gives me strength and the squid gives me water breathing. And the spider gives me wall climbing. And that's too far. So from this pole, I cannot even get all the way up. But it is cool that the pole does do that, especially because one of the ceremonies we'll have to do is a boss fight. So I will need as much help as I can get, and I believe one of them is strength, that's the wolf, and I think another one is speed? What I really want one of them to be is a health boost. I went too far. No, I need my sapling grower. Ow. The verticality of this base is gonna kill me. If I fall off the ladder in the big cube, I'm dead. Alrighty, I need my sapling grower. Okay. Is there anything else I need here? It wants me to get the leaves, because I can make a jingle dress. I want bronze bells, paper, and red cedar leaves, and bronze bells are made from nuggets. Cool. Alrighty. I need more paper and I need more leather. So I'll need a pair of shears as well. Okay. We'll sleep, and then we'll go see if I can grow this red cedar sapling. Alrighty. Now we go down. Not take a bunch of falling damage. And then we go over here, and we should just be able to mine the center block here. Put the dirt and the sapling. That did break the light I had placed here, which was an accident. Let's just put one in each corner, just to make sure everything is for sure lit up. And then... sapling grower. Okay, there we go. Hooray! Oh, I had shears on me. I also never put the refined gravel in the thing. God, I'm an idiot. Okay. Forgetting to do steps like empty my inventory and actually start the whole process of getting the tin I need. Okay. In the strainer, please. Not throw the steak on the ground. That is the first time I've done that in years. Just accidentally hit Q instead of W. Jeez. Losing my mind. Let's empty my inventory real quick. That should be a good enough empty there. We will run and grab some leaves. We'll use the copper shears because they're a lot easier to replace. And it did get more saplings. Good. Grab the red cedar log. I don't know if that's part of a quest, but it's good to just have it. Just in case, because it might be required for a recipe for totemic down the line. And then red cedar leaves, their saplings, and the log. I don't know what the staff even achieves, to be honest. Basics. What does the staff do? Gather information. It'll cancel any ceremonies. Okay. That's the one use. And then, yeah, Totem of Facts. The bat makes you fall slowly and negate fall damage. Blaze protects you against fire. Buffalo makes you mine blocks faster. Cow gives you damage resistance, but also slows you down. Enderman gives you night vision. Horse gives you speed. Ocelot prevents creepers from exploding nearby. Pig gives you luck. Rabbit gives you jump boost. Spider is wall climbing. Squid is water breathing. Wolf gives you strength. So slow falling, fire resistance, haste, turtle master, night vision, speed, just prevent creepers, luck, jump boost, wall climb or spider climb, water breathing, and strength. Okay. Miscellaneous is medicine bag, a TP, and totem torches. That is good to know. I will need that for other things. I think I have 2 sets of chests here. Okay. The next quest that I need to do is I need to make a jingle dress. That's right. I need bronze nuggets. I need 3 bells. Then I need a jingle dress. Which feels really stupid. But jingle now. You can't actually hear the jingle, but I leave music notes behind me because I'm making music now. And what quest is that required for? Buffalo. Okay, so I need to do the cow summoning dance, then the buffalo dance, then the hymn of maturity, which will give me their teeth, meat, hide. Their teeth will be used to make a rattle. Then I can do Pan's flute, Ballad of the Skies, summons 2 chickens, 2 parrots, and a phantom. So I will need to kill the phantom. But I will summon me parrots and chickens. And then the eagle dance converts parrots into eagles. And then I can do the eagle bone whistle, and that'll be the last quest in this quest line, besides crafting these. So, once this finishes up, which it has, I can do the tin, copper, and aluminum. We'll see how much we get. 4, which means I need more. Fantastic. Okay. How much cobblestone do I have in here? None? 2. Okay. I'm gonna need more mulch. But we're gonna turn this mulch into dirt, sift that dirt into cobblestone, turn the rest of the cobblestone into what we need it for. I can't remember. Hold on. Gravel, do that whole gravel process again. But what I'm gonna do for this is I'm actually gonna turn 64 cobblestone into keys, so that we can finish this. Because Totemic is the last line here. So we need to kill Baycock. We need to submit 64 paper. So I'm going to need to grab the totem knife and do a lot of log breaking. Okay. Totem knife. A lot of logs. I need 64 log sheets. We're going to do a little bit more than that because I can also turn the paper into books, which I will need eventually. So back down here. Ouch. 64 log sheets that'll slowly turn into paper. Okay. Can I turn this into more stuff? What I'm currently doing. If I had a crushing wheel, I could. Sag mill has a chance with a grinding ball. And that's it. Okay, so I just need more. Just a general more. Very helpful. Okay, 12 dirt will turn into some cobblestone. And then we can turn that cobblestone into gravel. This is still not making me a pumpkin. Kind of frustrating. I'm gonna take off the jingle dress. I don't know if my knight would wear a leaf dress with some bells on it. Technically, it's a skirt. I don't know why it says dress. Dress implies that it reaches from... it is both a top and a bottom, but... No, it's just a skirt. I do also still have 2 ducks that I could put down, but I'm not going to. Actually, this catalog ducks gives me little items that I can buy to make my ducks fashionable, which I feel like is a waste of V-Bucks. I just need some cobblestone and a book. Then I can make more. So let's go do that. Let me grab my flute, totempedia, and my totemic staff, and we will just go do the rituals it wants us to do real fast. Not this room, but this room. Okay. We will throw on the jingle dress. We have the flute. What does it want us to do again? It wants us to do the summoning ceremonies. Fusion of the totem. We're gonna have to look the totemic converting later, because that just requires the eagle bone whistle. So we need the Song of the Cows, which is wind chimes. And there goes that cow. So we should move this totem stuff. We're going to put it in the center. Totem base. Wolf. We'll go ahead and do Ocelot. And Enderman. And then we'll put the little lights on the ceiling. Okay. Wind chime. Drum. Now this will summon 2 more cows that are not going to suffocate and die. And then we need to turn these into buffalo. That is a ceremony. It's the buffalo dance. Drum and wind chime. So jump around, hit the drum and the... Okay, it turned them into buffalo. I should have 3 buffalo. Oh, this guy was too far. That's okay, I need the leather anyway. And then I need the Ceremony of Maturity. Hymn of Maturity. Flute and wind chime. Flute. Wind chime. Now these guys should grow up faster. Yeah, now it's just 18 minutes. But it takes a while for these to go down. Yeah, as the thing is ticking down, it is slowly doing less and less. So eventually those will become fully grown buffalo, and then I can kill them for their hide, their teeth, and their meat. I'm gonna sleep for the daytime. Alrighty. Now we can come over and check on the paper. Oh yeah, this is taking a minute. It's 10 seconds per piece of paper. Oh, that's gonna take a minute. Is 10 keys as high as it'll stack? Or no, it's out of fuel. I need more coal fuel. Woo. Need the delicious coal water. I also need 21 pieces of gravel. So I need my bucket, which I have on me. I need the mulch. I don't have on me because I turned it into dirt. I have enough for one, which should be all I need, and then the hoe, and then mini coal. Mulch. Okay. Mulch. Oop. All damage again. Okay. Mulch. Coal. Oh. Fluid. Hey, I cheesed it. I made both. That's not supposed to happen. Okay. Make that water disappear. And technically it's like 15 to 20 seconds per piece of paper because it also needs to be dried. And that is not an immediate process, but it is off-cycle. So it should be relatively... not quite 10 seconds, but it is set for 10 seconds. Okay. That knocked about half the time off, so let's do it again. Okay. There's them going. Okay. That should be making me the gravel I need. Yes, it is. Okay, so there should be 3 more stone in here. 3 more keys in there. I do need more blocks. So we're gonna smelt clay. Oh wait, actually I already have some. That's okay. I can make more. It doesn't hurt. I mean, it's not enough. I need 16. No, I don't. Hold on. I need 8. I thought it was a 4x4, but no, it's a 2x2. That is not where it's supposed to be. Okay. That should have doubled its space. Yes. Fantastic. I can now hold 8 items and hold 8 buckets. I now have 16 keys. Jump down here and turn that in. 16 keys gives me 12 cobblestone. That is not a worthy trade at all. Here, let me turn your dollar into less than 25 cents. That's called inflation. Okay, let me turn this gravel into whatever it is. I can never remember. I have multiple different fluids. I got water, embalming fluid, or whatever they call that one. Purification is what this process is. Because obviously I would remember that. Is that a grown buffalo? No. We'll give it a little more time. Okay. I still need to kill a copper golem, which means I need a pumpkin. If this would grow. It's pointed this way. Do I need a block right here for it to put a pumpkin on? Here, we'll give it all 4 directions for it to put a pumpkin on. Okay. Do I have enough copper? I do. Give me a copper block. And then I will need the copper shears. Once I have a pumpkin, I will need them. Row. I now use bone meal on this? Oh. Is there any other way to get a pumpkin? And a cloche, but I don't have a cloche yet. Because that requires aluminum and iron. Called a generator. Yes, a resource generator I can't actually craft. Neither can I craft a fluid generator. From CC Rewards 2. So I won't even get a resource generator until CC 2. It'll give me a Pinata Flare for Challenge 2. Cool. The Mob Masher will be nice from that one, though. What I get from this one is a Pinata Flare Challenge 1 and a Shark plushie. It'll be fun. Get a little plushie. I'm going to turn the top layer of one of these places into like a plushie collection. Okay, we have a stack of paper. We'll throw the 20 other log sheets in for that. Okay, we can make a book again. And then we can make, not the flares, but simple blocks. Okay, take the flares catalog out. Simple blocks means I can buy cobblestone, diorite, dirt, and gravel. This will speed our process along by a lot when necessary. But I don't actually need either of these catalogs right now. So we'll just throw them in a chest and forget about them. I do know that there is a thing that causes the pumpkin or plants nearby to grow faster with totemic. I will need a piece of dirt for that. Then I need something I was coming in here for. What was I looking for in the chest? Nothing, I think. Just need pumpkin seeds. Okay. Rite of Spring. No, not the Rite of Spring. one was it? Zafkiel Waltz? Much faster, yeah. The Zafkiel Waltz. Wind chimes and flute. Okay. It looks like the buffaloes might be fully grown. They are! Fantastic. They do fight back, so I do need to kill them rather quickly. I got the meat and the hide, but I do need the teeth. Yes. Buffalo tooth. Buffalo hide and a rattle. The rattle does only need one tooth, which is great. The meat is just the meat, and the hide is just the hide. The hide can be used to make, I think it's just a leather substitute. Yeah, it looks like it's just a substitute for leather. Cool. Cool. I do need more brass so that I can make this stuff as well. But I want to make the fluid pipe because I want to do this. The last quest in this part, I just need more tin. I only have 4. Okay. We are going to mine this block. And that's gone forever because I can't actually swim. Unless it wants to float back up. If it floats back up, that'd be great. But I don't think it's going to. We'll do dirt. Oh, it is floating back up. How nice of it. I'm still not gonna be able to grab it because it's through a block now. Whatever, I don't need it. We can leave the dirt down here. Pumpkin seeds. We're gonna hit it twice with bone meal. That's at 86%. Want wind chimes, flute, do the waltz. It makes the pumpkin grow faster, hopefully. It gives me a pumpkin. Please. Can I please have a pumpkin? I promise I've been a good boy this year. All I want is Santa to bring me a pumpkin. I will leave that be, I guess. Okay. Get rid of the buffalo hide and the leather. I was not wearing my jingle dress, that's why it was taking longer than normal. That is good to know. With all that... Okay, the connector just takes the nuggets I've already made, so we'll craft that. Okay, I need the rattle. So with the rattle, I can now make a thing. Throw on the jingle dress. Just if I take fall damage, the durability of the jingle dress does go down. No pumpkin! Woo! That's what I figured. Okay. We now have the summoning of the skies. Just 2 rattle. Ballad of the skies. And then it'll summon 2 chickens, 2 parrots, and a phantom. phantom is dead. I have 2 chickens and 2 parrots. I need to do the ballad that turns parrots into eagles. Fusion of the totem. Okay. Not the instrument. Hold on. Ceremony. Serenade with a syrinx. Okay, I do want this one. So rattle and flute. Great, and now I have the Pan's flute. And I need the parrot that has flown all the way up to come back. Because I don't actually know where it went. Oh. Okay, it's over there. Let me get some seeds. I think it's seeds that attracts the parrots. Oh, it went into the big room. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Mr. Parrot, you come down here, please. You come down for the seeds. I can tame you. Become tamed. Thank you. Now get on my shoulder. Okay. Now he's on my shoulder. I should be able to drop him next to the totem pole, do the eagle thing. It shouldn't matter if he's... Stop flying. Okay. And there was the one that was in the... Okay. Sit down. Yeah, there's one that's in the totem base. I can't actually reach. Let me... Not chunk borders, hitboxes. Okay, there is the hitbox for Parrot. It flashes through temporarily. Come on, man. Okay, chickens, get out of my way. Okay. Need the parrot to come to me. because it's stuck in the base. Okay. Down on the ground. Parrot, you are... Where are you going? Did I not tame it? I'm pretty sure I tamed the parrot. Yeah, there he is. Over here. Okay, now he's sitting. Good. And totem base again. What was the transformation? This is the one for my... I think I did that. The eagle dance. Rattle and wind chime. Okay. We'll make the parrots come a little closer. Just to make sure it works. Okay. Now... Rattle. Wind chimes. Eagle dance. Okay, they turned into eagles. Fantastic. And then I need eagle bones and eagle feathers. Fantastic. Okay. And then I just need to do the eagle bone whistle, which is eagle feather, eagle bone, and string. Okay. So now we can go back to base. Come over here and say, hey, I need an eagle bone whistle. There it is. Boom. That completes this. And then I just need an importer and an exporter. And we complete this quest line. But I do know from this thing over here that right here... Where is it? Or no, was it in CC? Yeah, right here. We need to kill Babcock. Let's do the paper. Can I use eagle feathers for anything else? No. So, what about eagle bones? Nope. Okay. So we will need to gear ourselves to do the Babcock quest. We're just going to put all 17 of this copper into the furnace because it's the same thing. Nope. Not the same thing because we actually can't. Of course they did that. I need the ingot mold. Go over here. Drop off this. 17 copper into ingots, please. Oh, I also need to finish up this gravel. I'm like running around with this gravel in my inventory like I'm gonna be able to do anything with it. Purified gravel just turns into coal ore. I need more than that. So I need 27. Right? No, 28. Jeez. I can do math. I don't know how I got 27 from a multiple of 4. But, That'll be what comes next. Why am I getting fluid XP? What? Huh? Fluid XP. I'm confused. I'm really confused. I got fluid XP from melting copper? Okay. Apparently that's normal? Sure. What the hell? Oh, let's take off the jingle dress. There are structures out there that once I'm able to get into the water, I can explore. I'm pretty sure I just need armor. Yeah, once I wear turtle stuff, I think I can go in the water. Yeah. I need turtle armor. So this gives me 1.5 times. Right? So the tin... I get raw tin. Raw tin turns into 135 in the multi-block controller. 4 times 135. That'll be 5. So I get 5.5 ingots. So I need 1 more piece of tin, and then I can do it just fine. That's a little frustrating, but it's okay. Working on it. I still need a pumpkin. I have 2 pumpkins that can grow at any time. They just won't. I guess at some point, something spawned and it just dropped into here, and that's how I have the fluid XP. It's the only explanation that makes any sense to me. Okay, we have 20 more paper, which means we can submit the 64 paper quest. There's leather. So all I need now is like a pumpkin. I'm gonna use the copper to make armor and weapons so that I'm prepared for this fight. And then probably some leather. Because there should be copper versions of most things. I can make a copper construction stick. Armor. Are there any special weapons? I'll probably use a copper axe. Because it has an attack speed of 1, which is slightly faster than the axe, but I think it does less damage. Yeah, it does the damage of a wooden axe. Copper... Diving helmet is 2. Also 2, okay. Diving boots... Its sword is 4 attack damage and 1.6 attack speed. What is a wooden sword? 4 attack damage, 1.6. So the copper sword is just as bad as the wooden sword. So I'll use it to get armor, unless it's just as bad as leather. Okay, it's the helmet and the chest plate are better than leather. I'll give it that. The leggings are better than leather. Okay. Alright, that's... at least that's okay. I was like, if it's, like, the armor is just leather, and the weapons and tools are just wooden, then this is, like, a waste of resources to just build it out of copper. But the tools are as bad as wooden. The armor is better than leather, so it is still worth making the armor out of it, but the tools I will be making out of stone. Because I don't think I can make it out of aluminum. Yeah, no aluminum, and I think no tin. Yeah, no tin weapons, so I'll be doing stone weapons, copper armor. I think I can break the controller and void this. Hopefully. Oh, actually, it stays there. Okay. Means I can make the gravel. Okay. So we let that run for a little bit. And that should give us enough tin. Let's start making our armor. I'm not going to have enough. So the boots we're going to forego. But copper chest plate, copper leggings, copper helmet. I guess we did have enough copper. I thought it was 27 pieces. To make a full set. 8 and 7 is 15, 20... Yeah. Oh no, 24 pieces. Okay, yeah, we had that. Then I guess we'll go with copper boots as well. Even though they're the same as leather, so I was thinking of just using the leather ones. But we will be making a cobblestone sword. Copper sword is the same as wood, so the stone sword is better. We have an iron axe. And I don't have any arrows, so making a bow is going to be useless. Okay, once I get brass, like, being able to be produced, or bronze, whatever it is, I need to make another fluid tank and make it a cooling tank. Because I need to speed that machine up so much. It sucks so bad. And I might need... I don't think I need iron to make a cloche, because this is... this. totemic water. The infusion of the totem ceremony is used to convert blocks in a certain range into others. It can be used to turn refined gravel into totemic infused gravel. And the refined stuff is what we're making right now. So I will save with 1 piece. Totemic infused water takes a stack. Jesus. I have to do that ritual every time. Okay. Okay, 1 more. Get out of my wall. Is there a hippocampus in my wall? Okay, 14 refined gravel. We will then go put this gravel in our sieve. Then we'll grab the speed upgrade and put it in it, just so that this doesn't take quite forever. Okay, I just need 4 pieces of tin ore. Okay, we're getting aluminum and copper, but what I need is tin. This is... okay. We're at 3. 4. 4 tin. Okay. 5 tin chunks, or raw tin, however you want to refer to them. That should give us, because this should be off. Okay, turn it off so it doesn't make bronze. Molten tin should be turning into tin ingots. We should have 6. Because 2 pieces creates an extra 1. So it's 2 makes 3. 4 makes... so 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we should have an extra 1. So I did only need the 4. I am bad at math. Whoops. Whatever. That 4th one... that 7th ingot is fine. Not like it hurts anything. Five, and then 6. That should be our last piece of tin. Yeah. I did do my math wrong. Whoop-de-doo. Because I thought it was 3. So I was like, no, that's not going to work. Fluid pipe. That completes the keys chapter. Finally. And then we just need bronze to make these. That we can make because this should be done. Yes. More tin and more copper. Okay, and then we go back over to our meltery. We say, hey, go ahead and turn on that mixer there. Let me throw in some copper and some tin. Just have it melt the rest of the copper as well. And then it'll just pull out every ingot it can. It's going to start with the copper. That tin should come in. Okay, hold on. The tin as well. Make it. Hello? There should be more than enough. Bronze. Alright, there we go. Now it'll pull out every ingot it can of copper and bronze. I was so confused. I was like, why isn't it just making the thing? But the mixer has to be told what it's making. Got that. I understand now. It should make 12 bronze. Which is nice. Now we can just let that do its thing. I could set up a chest, but it'll just go automatically. Might be a good idea. Let me grab a pipe wrench and a chest. And item pipe. Oh, we're gonna pull out of another side. We're gonna pull out the front. Could just pull the bronze. Yes. Which means that when it's done with the bronze, it'll just switch over to exporting the copper without it interrupting anything. This should be enough bronze for us to finish the totemic line as well. And then if I could just get a pumpkin to spawn, we could do that too. So I need an exporter. Takes nuggets. I think I could have made these the entire time because I had one bronze this whole time. Importer. Exporter. Yeah. The whole time. The whole time of me stressing about bronze, I could have made that thing. Great, fantastic. That should be all of this quest line and all of this quest line. Fantastic. Claim all rewards. We're going to be hearing that dinging for a little bit. Got 2 wind chimes. We got an additional drum. And we got some refined gravel. Just throw all this stuff in here. I guess we'll kill Babcock and wait for the pumpkin. So we'll have to swap out my leggings. And then down here, we want... Oh, I threw the knife instead of the sapling grower into the chest. Not what I wanted. Okay. I'm going to put up a second totem pole that will be giving me effects, so that I don't need to worry about the fact that when a ritual is active, it does not supply me with any effects. Just need a pumpkin. All I need. One pumpkin. Okay, right here, we're gonna do... We need the totem eventually, but... Wolf. I want... What are the effects again? Okay, the pig is luck. I do want that. I do want cow. Okay, so wolf. We'll do wolf, buffalo, cow, pig. I do need one more. Cow, buffalo, totem base. So this should give me, yeah, gives you slowness, but it gives you resistance. That is what I need. Now then, ceremony. Let's dance macabre. Bring zombies back to life from rotten flesh. No, that's not it. Symphony of the Depths. Water breathing for a few minutes. Drought dance. Eve's lullaby. Calm down and heal zombie villagers and zombified piglin. Well equipped for combat. Skeleton-like figure. He's ruthless, hunts warriors, and is a master of archery, attacking with invisible arrows. A cock. Eaglebone whistle and the wind chime. This is Dance Macabre. This is not what we wanted. Ah! It's wind chime and then eagle whistle. And I forgot my totem thing at home. Totemic staff. Ooh. And then actually, I will be adding an additional thing onto this totem pole of the horse. Which will balance it out. Because now we should have slowness and speed, which means I'm running at regular speed. Once again, I'm going to run back to base because I have no food with me. Which, to fight a boss, is probably not a good idea. Let me do steak and buffalo. Cook that up real quick. And while we're out, I'll have it cook up the bricks so that we can increase the size of our smeltery. Okay, we'll eat 1 steak right now. Okay. Should get buffalo steak. Do. 1 more, and then we'll go see if we can take down this boss. But, probably not. Is a bronze sword better? 6, 1.6. Okay, a bronze sword is better than a stone sword. Bronze Paxel would be better than the sword. And that takes 7 pieces of bronze. How much bronze do I have? 6. God damn it. Let me run over and grab the last piece of bronze. Okay. I will definitely be using a bronze Paxel for this fight, because that is the best option. Okay. Bronze axe. Bronze pickaxe. Bronze shovel. Bronze Paxel. Get rid of my stone sword. Bronze Paxel. What is the bronze armor like? Slightly better? Yeah, ever so slightly better, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, we need iron for a shield, so that's not going to help. Okay. Still no pumpkin. Okay. Let's go see about fighting a totem boss. We're gonna make a little thing right here for me to run into if he starts dealing too much damage to me. So that I can hide in here and heal up. Like a coward. Okay. Empty hand. Wind chime. Eagle whistle. Okay, we'll swap my leggings out. Well, where did he spawn? Did he spawn up top? That would suck. Oh, he spawned all the way up top. Like, he is outside. Why are you out there? Actually, I think I can trap him. Hold on. He's right here. 1 in from the edge. So if I do this, make a little hole. I think that if I mine it, he'll take a bunch of fall damage. Yeah! I should have gone down and mined it more so that he fell. Took more damage. Oh yeah, he deals damage. Take some more fall damage, bozo. Let me heal up. That's with resistance 1, by the way. Because I'm now have passive resistance from this totem. I'm probably gonna die to this guy. Okay. Where you at, Bayman? There he is. Nope. Yeah. He killed me. Deathstone. Do this. Okay. Deathstone. He's dead. Okay. I only died twice. We're good. We're good. Let me remove these deaths. There's a bat on my map, which means that there's a cave down there. Okay. Great, fantastic. Killed Baycock. He gives me his bow, a couple arrows, a skull, and some bones. I think that 2 deaths is pretty good. Whoops. This is a very fast Paxel, and it is a pickaxe as well as an axe. I forget that. Okay. I am glad that I was not holding Ultimine for that, because I almost was, and I would have plummeted. We'll break that, and then we'll do that. There we go. Now I just need a pumpkin. Any pumpkin. I don't think there's anything I can do that can make this pumpkin grow faster. That is so frustrating. But it's fine. We have the chance upgrade 2, which is 20% added to the output chance. We'll put that in here. That ends today's episode of Seaopolis Submerged 2. If you did enjoy, please scroll on down and hit the like and subscribe buttons. Leave me a comment of any tips and tricks that you have, or any mod packs that you want me to play once we're done with this one. My name is Veromnium, and this is me, signing off.